The sound that walked ahead. In the narrow streets behind Clerkenwell, London had a habit of breathing on your neck. Thomas Hargreave felt it as he hurried home just past midnight, his boots clicking too loudly for his liking. The fog lay thick and yellow, clinging to gas lamps like tired ghosts. Somewhere behind him came a sound. Tap, 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 perfectly in time with his own steps. He stopped. The sound stopped too. Thomas exhaled, muttering about nerves and long hours. He worked as a clerk for a solicitor on Fleet Street, the kind of man who dealt in other people's secrets and slept poorly because of it. Tonight, however, his unease felt sharper, personal. He stepped forward again. Tap, tap, tap. Not behind him. Ahead. Thomas slowed. The sound slowed. He sped up. The sound kept pace, always several steps in front, echoing just beyond the fog's reach. His pulse hammered. There was no one visible, only brick walls, shuttered shops, and the damp smell of old iron. "Hello?" he called. The fog swallowed his voice. At the corner near St. James's Passage, the sound stopped entirely. Thomas rounded the bend and nearly collided with a man standing motionless beneath a lamp. The stranger wore a long black coat, his face shadowed by a hat pulled too low. In his gloved hand was a walking stick, its metal tip resting on the stones. "You dropped this," the man said calmly. He extended an envelope. Thomas froze. He recognized the seal at once. His employer's crest. His name was written in his own handwriting. "I didn't," Thomas began, then faltered. The man tilted his head. "You will," he replied. Before Thomas could ask what he meant, the stranger tapped his cane once against the ground. Tap. The gas lamp flickered. When Thomas blinked, the man was gone. Shaking, Thomas opened the envelope. Inside was a single document, a confession, unsigned, detailing forged evidence in a case that had sent an innocent man to prison. A case Thomas himself had altered, quietly, efficiently, and for a generous fee. At the bottom of the page were directions, an address, his own. Heart pounding, Thomas ran the rest of the way home. The door to his flat stood ajar. Inside, his desk lamp was lit, casting a warm, damning glow. On the desk lay a pen, and beneath it another envelope, this one sealed in black. Outside, in the street below, a walking stick struck stone. Tap, tap, tap. This time it was moving away.